kids, this is the position that we're in now. We expected to have Black Moses on the show tonight. Unfortunately, Black Moses, I know he'd only missed the show for a good reason, but he told me he needed to part a sea, and I don't know about the validity of that. But that's cool. We've done the show just with us so far, and we can keep on going. I kind of set up the word to where we would hear a response from the black community, and I will guarantee you that response. Okay, guys, the topic of discussion this week is the political climate. Climate change. Political style. God bless Cuba for their coffee. I know nothing of the country. I'm sure they're great folks. So God bless them. Actually, God bless everybody. Now, as you heard me say in the word, I had some opinions about Democrats and black voters. I was hoping to have a discussion with a black man about that. But you know what? There's hundreds of other white dudes talking about racial stuff without a black guy, so how am I any different? At least I'm trying. Let's draw the focus off of race, which is a good idea in general. Identity politics, I don't like it. The reason I don't like identity politics is that it puts a label on everybody, and then you're that. It separates us as humans and categorizes us into more subcategories every day. Don't like identity politics. So we can surely talk about the election season without talking about race. Let's talk about the media. Good old media. You know what media is? It's audio or visual representation that puts information and ideas into your head. This is a form of media. You listening to me is a form of media. But let's turn our focus to the news media. I can't think of one news organization in the U.S. That doesn't have a political bias. Call the hotline and let me know if I'm wrong. Most of that bias is against Trump, and we'll call that the mainstream media, and that's almost all of the media against Trump. Social media, of course, and we'll get into that in a second. Now let's talk about Fox News. I enjoy watching Fox News. I enjoy watching news in general. I mean, you know, I like other things better. But as far as news, I do like watching Fox News because you get something different there. On Fox News, you get something different than what you get on CNN, MSNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC, DEF, LGB, TBQ. There's lots of networks. And they're the underdog because they're one against the many, and maybe I'm kind of an underdog person. I like the underdog. It all started with the Underdog cartoon when I was a little boy. Ever since then, I've really been for the underdog. He fought crime, I believe. The little doggy wore a cape. But Fox News contains its bullshit as well. You get a whole bunch of Trump ass kissers. Hannity is just man, if you were to look up Trump ass kisser in the dictionary, God knows why it would be there in the dictionary. But if you look up Trump ass kisser in the dictionary, a big old picture of Sean Hannity shows up. And that can get a little ridiculous. What Democrats call Fox News is state-run television. Okay, that means like that the state is forcing a certain kind of news or opinion on you. More like government news for control. But wouldn't state-run media be more like CNN and MSNBC and every other single channel that repeats and echoes the exact same things? Everybody gets caught in a lie, but I catch CNN with a whole bunch of fucking lies. So in fairness, all news media is retarded now, except for Tucker Carlson. He's the best. Let me tell you why I love Tucker Carlson. First of all, I've been practicing my Tucker Carlson face. All right, when he's interviewing somebody and the other person's talking, this is Tucker Carlson face. Still have a lot of work to do on that. Tucker Carlson is a very smart guy. I don't think he's a Trump ass kisser. He's not even a Republican. He defines himself as a libertarian, I believe. I better fact check that or I'll get in trouble. And then you see some stuff that he points out. I like when he reports on the fake news media, because it's a real thing. Now, what the fake news media means to me is that, okay, I made it all the way, like in education, I made it all the way to community college. And while in community college for 4 months before I dropped out, I studied media. And I learned about sensationalism. And what the fake news is to me is using sensationalism and psychology and all this stuff to affect their viewers and to grow like a following and to spread that message. For instance, you take an idea like Donald Trump refuses to denounce white supremacy. And what this is a complete lie that's just been reported for a while. Latest at the debates, where you had two guys talking to you had the debate moderator talking to two elderly men, and they're all talking at the same time, and there was confusion. You saw it on my other show. Trump has denounced white supremacy countless times, and that's fake news. I played actual clips of him denouncing white supremacy, including the Proud Boys. And if you'll watch CNN or go through your Facebook or Instagram or your MySpace.com accounts and see the posts there, you'll see that Trump does not denounce white supremacy. In fact, you see that Trump is a white supremacist. Okay, and this fake news becomes a meme. And a meme isn't just a picture with a cute sentence at the bottom. A meme is an idea distributed from one to another via digital means. Fake news travels like a meme on the internet. Because now, it's weird. Like, in 2016, it seemed like most Americans were getting their news from Facebook. And in 2020, I think most people are getting their news from memes and other people's posts and TikTok. You guys ever see that movie Idiocracy? We're definitely Idiocracy, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I apologize for confusing you. I'll recommend it again. Netflix, The Social Dilemma. This explains everything. And what this selection is doing and what the media is willfully doing with like fucking pride is creating the biggest divide we've seen in a while. And man, we are getting ripe for a civil war, man. social media will end up causing a civil war. Misinformation, deep fakes, AI. Guys, it's just 2020. We're just starting to learn about this technology stuff. This is going to get sick. And I hope to be a really old man with a sex robot checking out all the future stuff, man. There better be a fucking hoverboard at some point, man. What you did Back to the Future was get a small kid all hyped up on flying on a skateboard in the year 2015, a hoverboard. Dude, I was so excited. A hoverboard, 2015. Awesome, I'm going to be able to see that and everything. It's 2020, man. What do we got? The closest thing we got actually is kind of really cool looking. It's like a auto balancing board on one wheel. So things are going to get... we haven't even seen the beginning of this technology thing. So the point about state-run media, I think that would be less Fox News and more every other media. Because they all have a clear bias. A lot of them refuse to be civil to the president. I understand the president's ridiculous. But we've done this. I was going to say this is nothing new, but Trump is definitely something new. Like, we've done this for a long time. We've hated the other guy's presidents, and we've made fun of them. I've never seen an attack on a president like this president, which is odd, because we had a black president before. And then we get a little bit more progressive and elect an orange man to the office, and we're not being tolerant of him. I mean, for real, it's bananas world, Donald Trump being president. But it's where we are. He might be the last human president before we have a robot president. So what you get with state-run media, which I'll now call CNN and everything else besides Fox, AON, and the Home Gardening Channel, state-run media is basically, it's not hypnosis. I'm not claiming that they're doing hypnosis on you, but it's definitely a form of mind control when you constantly feed somebody buzzwords and sensationalism, and all of a sudden you create a cult of haters, a cult of personality. People choose where they stand, and then they walk up to that chamber. They enter the chamber, and there's everybody else there with them who thinks like them and believes what they say, and like they talk the same way you do and everything else. And then you're in an echo chamber, and you feel comfortable because everybody agrees with you, and you all hate the same people and like the same people and all that. I'm reminded of a En Vogue song. Free your mind and the rest will follow. You have to look at the other side and see what's going on there. People, we got to be more open-minded with everything. We're so closed-minded now, it's ridiculous. We've quarantined our minds. We've closed our minds for business. We're going to believe what we want to believe and fuck everything else. I feel like I'm getting to Adam Carolla rant level. I'm not going to attempt the Adam Carolla impression again. I made an ass out of myself last time, and I ain't going to do that. You know, believe it or not, some of the best and most true news you'll get is on YouTube. Just by individual folks on the ground talking to people. I mean, of course, they got biased people on YouTube, but then you got somebody with nuance. For example, I'll plug his YouTube channel. You got Nuance Bro. And Nuance Bro goes to every political thing. Trump stuff, Biden stuff. This guy is very smart. And he is completely open to nuance, because there's nuances to things. Nuance is a funny word. It's fun to say. Nuance, bro, on YouTube. This guy's really cool because he goes in with no agenda. He goes to both sides and he asks questions, and he tries to arrive at a truth by taking in all the information. And you know what? When the information changes, he changes his mind. That's what free-minded people do. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. I swear to God, I didn't look that up. I just remembered that from the 90s somewhere. Let's talk about the social impact of these political times and this election. There's never been more riots and destructions and fires in as many American cities ever since war times, which is bananas. And it's sad. The reasons why these are happening is sad, of course. And I guess we'd be talking about the race thing and BLM, but BLM is run by white kids now. They're even more pissed off about racism than black people, white liberals. I don't mean to be racist, but I'm white. I guess I can be racist toward white liberals. I'm talking extreme right liberals. Listen, I'm liberal. But liberalism has taken a turn to where it doesn't mean what it meant in the past. So people who have been liberals all their lives and committed to liberal ideas, seeing what it's becoming, some of them, unfortunately, I think are just going along with it because they believe in the future taking care of itself. So they're believing these kids who are being brainwashed by social media, TikTok videos. And a shitty social aspect of this is that people are being looked at as bad by the other political parties, as bad people. Forget policy, just bad people, shit people. For example, people thinking Trump voters are bad people, even racists. You're flat out racist if you vote for Trump. Hold the fort, libs. Dude, I'm a liberal, but I'll use the word libtard when it comes to you folks. Yo, liberalism is about freedom and equality for all. Freedom of thought. We are so divided now, and I have a feeling I might take some shit for this, but we need another 9/11. I think I just heard us get canceled. What I mean by that, what I mean by we need another 9/11 is that we need some kind of moment that shocks us into the present. Do you remember what it was like after 9/11? After 9/11, everybody got shocked into the present moment. Everybody was nice to each other, you know? Like, after 9/11, you could see, like, a group of Klansmen taking brownies to the black family down the street. Not really, but maybe. We can hope. Everybody was together. And we're so divided right now. I think if we get any more divided, we will fall. And I think I just reworded a famous presidential quote or something. United we stand, divided we fall. Man, I really hope we don't have to go through a civil war. Like, I don't think I'm in good enough shape for a civil war. I think I would need more time to get ready, like cardiovascularly and a little bit more toning and everything. I'm not ready for a civil war. Families and marriages are being torn apart by politics. If you have a liberal household and you got somebody who's not voting for Joe Biden, you may have a problem on your hands. Families and marriages are being torn apart by politics. Think about just like a straight up Democratic family for years, and all of a sudden somebody is not going to vote Democrat, man. You have a broken family there. You got a husband voting for Trump, man. You might have to hit him with a pan or something. And there's going to be problems. Bill Maher had a really good piece on his last show, The Real Time with Bill Maher. Because it's live, it's in real time. I just put that together. Yeah, he does a live show, and it's real time. Yeah, I don't know what I thought it meant before, but obviously it just means it's a show in real time. Wow, the things that'll unveil themselves to you, the ideas that will come to you when you're high. So guys, that was the topic of discussion, where I basically just discussed something with myself. We'll call it thinking out loud next time. I didn't plan on doing it myself, but we got through it. Oh, and dude, I didn't talk about black people at all, which was the subject I wanted to talk about with Black Moses. I am so proud of myself for not talking about black people, because I didn't have another black guy on the show. You done all right, kid. You done all right. Keeping it fair and balanced. Ain't nothing fair if you just got one white fucker with a microphone talking about black people. And not black people, but just like black issues that I'd rather talk with a black guy about. Oh, sorry, colored person. Oh, I'm sorry, person of color. Did I get it right? Anyway, shout out to Black Moses, man. He's going to be with us next time, unless he needs to perform, unless he has any more commandments to deliver or sees the part. I think I'm right in doing that. You can call the hotline at 954-580-FUNK if I'm wrong. But we got through. We got through, and I got through because I had Black Moses with me right here the whole time. There was a story there somewhere. So guys, this week is the week we're gonna go ahead and elect this fucker, whoever he is, and probably both of them are fuckers. But let's keep things civil. Not civil like in war. No matter what the outcome, let's just all fucking move forward. You know, I remember in 2016, I was a total CNN head, trashed Trump all the time, just blindly. I didn't have any real opinions. It was just kind of the thing to do. And voted for Hillary. And after Trump won, this is when I posted on Facebook. I can't believe I used to do that. I said, okay, let's give this guy a chance. You know, that's what we got to do. America, you a grown-ass country. Don't pitch a damn fit when you don't get your way. And about half of the country is not going to get their way. And that was the topic of discussion on this episode, known as White Jesus Talking to Himself. Obama out.